Here's a Capcom 1942 PCB that's been sent to me as it arrived non-working with the buyer. So I'm just going to fire up. Okay, so the game's running, I think. Let's just coin it. Yeah. Oh, you can actually, yeah, you can see all the sprites. It just seems the background and characters are a mess. So I'm going to have a look at those circuits. They're on the bottom board. Well, my initial thoughts were actually wrong. I assumed that the background graphics would be on the B board, but it seems that the B board's actually mostly responsible for sprites. So background graphics are going to be around here, I suspect, this area on the A board. I've actually swapped in a known good B board, and I'm getting the same fault. I've also eliminated the ribbon cables by replacing those. So I'm going to sort of start probing around this area, see if I can find where the background graphics are coming from. Okay, I'm looking at my logic data book for the LS367, as I found an LS367 over here where, sorry, it's hard to do on camera, pin 13 is showing high. Now, I've tried logic pulsing that and it stays high, indicating that it's actually shorted to 5 volts. So I think there's a fairly good chance that's the problem, so I'm just going to get my trusty Metcal desoldering iron and remove that chip and test it out of circuit and see what it's like. Okay, I've removed the LS367 and put it into my Leaper tester. If I press auto, it should detect the chip automatically, which it doesn't. It says not found. Now, when you're doing an auto test, it says not found. It basically means that the tester cannot identify what this chip is, usually because it's got a fault on it. So that ties in with my previous findings. Another test to confirm we can do is by checking pin 13 with my logic probe. I can see that the signal is now floating rather than shorted to ground. That indicates that that chip was actually the fault causing the short. And a new 367 has been fitted, and as if by magic, the game is now working. Checking all the controls, the sprites all look fine. Excellent. And this is me just checking back on the board an hour later, and it's still running fine. It's getting a bit warm, but not hot or anything, so that seems to be the fault fixed and the board working reliably now.